place like North America, we have this thing called public hunters, on your own terms. I'm really just an average guy from Bozeman, Montana, who grew up in the north woods of Minnesota. I'm one of you. I'm not a movie star. I'm not an athlete. I'm just the average guy. And my job is to try and take the American hunting experience as it occurs to the average hunter and bring it to TV. This hunt here is what we call a limited entry, public land, rifle bull elk hunt in eastern Montana. I lucked out. I drew with 0 points. Last year I drew a limited entry tag. This year I drew a limited entry tag. And the reason I've been wanting to draw this year is access is so difficult here. You're either coming with an outfitter, which I didn't, or you're going to have a landowner charge you a trespass fee, which I didn't, or you're going to fly in, which I did. Call me crazy, or call me a hunter. Bart and I got on a helicopter, we flew in. There's an isolated piece here of BLM. I've wanted to do it for years, now I'm getting my wish. Well, folks, just us chickens. Welcome to home, Bart.
Well, it looks like we have enough stuff. I guess we'll find out.
I just feel so lucky to live in a place like Montana, like the United States, where for the price of the tag and the price of getting there,
I have power.
You can come and hunt our elk on our public land, just like we're doing today.
Not a baby. I mean, his brow tines and all that are well developed. Just, small 6 on the back.
One of the things that's difficult here is all of this property surrounding this BLM is leased by outfitters. And they run a business. They are not going to let the public cross any land to get to the public ground.
We'll get right out to this ridge. From that ridge, we can go out into that grassland quite a ways.
That creates a big enough hurdle that a lot of hunters just give up on an area and say, oh, heck with it, I'm not going to go hunting this year. I'm not going to apply there. Not me. The greater the hurdle, the greater the challenge, the more interest I have in going and trying to do that hunt. Look at that. There's a bull. The night before season opens, there are elk just pouring off these ridges. All I know is I wish that it was tomorrow when this happens.
Oh my gosh.
I bet you right now, just in my field of view, Bart, I've got 50 elk. Any of you who thought about a hunt like this, where access issues are difficult, don't give up on it.
It's a 7, I think.
Holy cow.
Oh my gosh. Wish I had the tag. Look at that thing.
We need to have the public hunters out there hunting the public land.
Oh my gosh, I've never seen a 7-point that big in my life. Why can't this be Saturday?
You will find a way to go and hunt it. It takes determination, it takes research. I'm hoping that nobody gets here in the morning. But we as public hunters have all the right, and in some respects, almost a duty, to go and make sure that these public lands are being used by hunters.
Federal Premium's On Your Own Adventures is sponsored by Federal Premium Ammunition. Every shot counts. Loophole Optics, America's Optics Authority. Otis Technology, the most advanced gun care systems in the world. Sportsman's Guide, the lowest prices, the best quality guaranteed. Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation, ensuring the future of elk and other wildlife. Tight Spot Quivers, Montana Black Gold Sights, Ripcord Arrow Rests.
This morning, we get up, everything is going according to plan. elk are bugling, the wind's perfect. Here come some other hunters right into the middle of our setup.
Did you notice you were here on Thursday? Did they come out here on Thursday? Yeah. You know there's two other hunters over here, right? There's the aircraft, and then came up with a four-wheeler. That's the kicker there, and there's about 6 bulls in there. Well, I guess we'll stay here and take our chances. Whatever you guys want to do.
Like, wow, we've been sitting here for an hour. They show up and tell us, go do what you want to do.
Such is life hunting public land. That guy flew an airplane in. They landed on the BLM out on the flat. They saw those elk in here last night. They hiked 2 miles to get here. And walked right up in front of where we were at. So we're going up there.
Even though our camp is only 500 yards away, we're going to hoof it 2 miles to the south to where we know we're not going to be disturbed by other people. What do? It's public land. You can't do anything about the fact that other hunters show up, but you have a big say in how you react and how you interact with other hunters. Bart and I said, you know what? It's not worth it. Off we went. The funny part of that is, Bart and I climbed the ridge up above our camp, and those guys are down below us. We can glass what all the elk are doing out on the private. The elk just went south. They did not cross where those guys set up and where we would have been set up.
Opening morning in Montana. Let the games begin.
They're coming, man.
That is a mass of elk. They're going to come up. They're going to come up down further. We got to get up and start going that way. And
You should just carry on as they're moving, so at least we'll know where they are.
So we come down here, and the elk are crossing onto the public from their feeding ground out on private, crossing right in this area here.
Park that out right there.
There's a cow, there's a cow, there's a calf, there's a cow.
Look at them all. Holy smokes. Cows. Cows.
No bulls. I don't see any bulls.
Gotta be some bulls with that many cows.
Oh man, they're everywhere.
Damn it. Cow.
I don't see any bulls, they're just cows.
Let's go check down there. There's some coming from down below.
In units where the elk are way more pressured than they are here, a late October pattern is the big bulls will have already broken away from the cows, and they're in survival mode. You get to these less pressured areas, they're still with the cows. You find the cows, you're going to find the bulls. That's one of the benefits of being here.
There comes another bull behind him.
I don't know that he's that big. He's got a big body.
One of the things that became very obvious with the first groups of elk we saw is how little pressure they get in these areas like here in eastern Montana where access is so difficult. Here it is, last week of October, and they're bugling their brains out. If you were on a national forest hunt in western Montana or a lot of other places in the Rockies, you don't have elk bugling at you on October 23rd. So that's one of the rewards for all of the logistics, all the difficulties of solving the access issue, is you're dealing with elk that have a lot less pressure on them.
I'm just about ready for a sandwich.
What?
This has been lunch today. I need a real sandwich.
You break out that real sandwich and you're gonna have a tussle.
We're sitting right here kind of taking a nap. Bart tells me there's a cow.
Right there.
Where?
There's a cow right there. There's some cows right there, man. Get your walking right there.
spike. Right there on the left, you see him, Bart?
Yeah, I see him.
He stopped right there. If I had a spike tag, or if I wanted to shoot him, boy, I could drill him right now.
I don't know if there's something else coming or not.
He's kind of looking back that way.
I can see an antler coming through. Looks like maybe a 5-point. Want me to stop him when he gets in that opening? Here he comes.
No, he's not big. He's not big enough.
He's not very big.
No,
It's like a 5-point, little small 5.
This is the best nap.
Good thing there was somebody on watch, huh?
I thought you were jerking my chain.
Obviously, there's a cow right there. I'm like, yeah, right. Yeah.
You saw me nodding off. You didn't want me to go to sleep.
I should have just shot. Woke you right up.
You should have shot. You got a cow tag. Why didn't you shoot it?
I don't want to ruin your hunt. I didn't know if there was a big bull in the back with him or not.
Bird in the hand.
First day. There's a lot of work involved when you shoot one.
Any other tag I have in Montana, I'm shooting that 5 points so fast. But this is what our day is. We don't want to be moving a lot. We don't want to be making a lot of noise. Because if we bump these elk, we bump them on the private, and they're off limits. We know they're up here right now on the public, and we're going to be patient. One of the things about whether you're a resident or a non-resident of Montana, these places in eastern Montana have some of our better elk. They're all on a limited entry draw for rifle or for archery. But if you're willing to put in the time and draw the tag, you gotta luck out and draw the tag and solve the access issues. The best elk in Montana are east of the Continental Divide.
Huge bull.
Yeah, I know. They're still
We're on the sun.
They're still pouring through there.
There are some huge bulls in there.
Let's try to get to that bench and go across.
The numbers of elk in this unit are like much of eastern Montana. They're booming. They're growing. We have way more mild winters over here. We don't have wolves. We have way better feed type, the agriculture habitats for them. This unit is no exception. There are a ton of elk in here. The age class is excellent. The number of older bulls, just what you would hope for in a hunt.
Oh, yeah, there's a cow. Okay, Randy, there's a good bull coming right now. Up in the right, up to the top right, above him, above the cows.
I see him.
Man, he's got big back splits on him. Looks nice.
This is perfect, Bart. They're coming right down this fence line.
It's like he's herding them. He's up above them, and he's pushing them right down. I think he's going to come right behind them.
This cow has got her nose into the wind. She's just going into the wind. What the heck? Those cows are... They smell or see something. Damn it. What the hell? There they go. They're running up the hill.
They see something. It's not our wind, though. The wind.
No, we're downwind.
You see that bull? Is that bull still there?
Yeah, there he is. He's running up the hill, too. Dang it. Stop.
Is he on public or private, Randy?
Damn it. Bart, I think he's right on the...
He's right on the line?
Right on the line. I don't dare shoot. He's 10 yards one way or the other. And he's not... There he goes. What in the hell happened?
I don't know. They couldn't have smelled us. The wind's right
No,
now.
they were coming... The wind's going this way. We intersected them.
I kept thinking there was somebody coming up from the side or something. The cows kind of were looking that way.
Look at that. There's 2 hunters right there.
Oh, that's what they saw then. I can't believe it. I can't believe that that whole thing, I mean, the whole thing just got
perfect. They were, when I ranged the cow, at first it was 180 yards. I bet you she went another 100 or another 50 yards. And the bull, you said, was coming right down behind him?
I kept, but the cows were kind of acting weird, and I thought, there's no way they smell us.
They're just going up there. Nothing we can do now. You know what I think we're going to have to do, Bart? You know where we saw those other ones down lower? I don't think that's all those elk that ran through that gap.
No.
I'm getting away from these hunters, I know that.
Federal Premiums on Your Own Adventures is sponsored by Brunton Hunting, the real deal since 1894. Primus, where have you been? Howa, precision rifles and barreled actions. Sitka, turning clothing into gear. The Colorado Division of Wildlife. The Colorado Tourism Office. Penetrate Boots.
You want the weather forecast, Bart?
Sure.
Mostly cloudy. Slight chance of rain in the morning, then a chance of rain in the afternoon. Windy. Highs 40 to 50, 35 to 45. In the mountains, winds 20 to 30 with gusts to 55. My biggest concern right now is I checked the weather forecast. 50% chance of rain or snow. Wind gusts of 55 miles an hour. It's going to get tough hunting.
Supposedly, the forecast was only for wind today. There was rain, and now it's snow. I mean, the wind is howling. We're on the lee side of a hill, and it's blowing this hard. I don't know what the strategy can be. This is our last day. And I suspect, though, any elk with more than one firing brain cell probably tucked away in some thick pines somewhere, enjoying his thick winter coat that he has. As quick as this snowstorm blew in, it blew out. Gave us about an hour to go and try find a bull the last evening of the hunt. In my mind, I'm thinking, not a chance. Welcome to the world of hunting.
They're right there, I can see them. Oh, right there. They're feeding right on the edge of that opening.
I gotta move over if I'm gonna get a shot. And there was a little ridge across from there. And I'm figuring if I can get to the ridge just a little bit to the south and east of there, I've got like a, I don't know, 200-300 yard shot at the most. What's the range?
295, Randy.
I'm going to 300. I don't like this crosswind though. With this wind, with everything else at a 300 yard shot, I am not going to take anything but a perfect broadside shot.
He's turning.
You watching, Bart?
Yep.
Here we go.
I got him, Bart.
Okay, yeah.
He's staggering.
He looks hit. He's just facing us.
Turn.
He's down. He just went down. He just crumpled, Randy. Good job. That was a good shot.
Every hunt has twists and turns to it. This hunt took a turn where great setup we had. Some hunters come and set up 100 yards down below us. Another great setup. Here comes an elk just about to get onto the public ground. Smells some other hunters, turns, runs off. Beautiful bull. Then the wind picked up. Hard, 30, 40, 50 miles an hour. You couldn't hear any bugling. In my mind, I'm thinking this is going to be the easiest hunt of the season. And it turned out to be one of the most difficult. It never happens how you think. Terrible conditions, terrible wind, more hunters than you could have ever expected. But in the end, we get a bull. The ups and the downs are what make the hunt so sweet.
That is an awesome bull. Holy cow, look at that.
I want to show people that
There is a lot of public land opportunity, and some of it isn't necessarily easily accessible, but it's your land, it's our land, and those are our elk. With some research, some perseverance, and just a stick-to-it attitude that I'm going to be successful, you can have the same kind of hunt that we have. You know, to shoot a bull like this is every hunter's dream, and my dream just came true. Public land in Montana, last night, last day. I hope you all get a chance to do this someday. Thank you, Bull. Well, we packed everything up, thinking we're gonna get a helicopter ride out of here. No luck. So the only thing left in the tent is me and Bart and the wind. You don't have to stand outside for very long to realize that's a bad idea.